What can you expect September 2021 to bring you? Hello everybody, I'm Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very warm namaste. So let's take a look at all the planetary transits and positions for September so we can make a very accurate prediction and a guidance for everybody. So Mars moves to Virgo on September 5th. On the same day, on September 5th, Venus moves to Libra, and then on Mercury moves to Libra on September 21st, and then Sun moves to Libra on September 16th. Now we know the Sun always has a transit in the middle of the month. It always stays in one sign for exactly 1 month. So in the middle of the month, it always moves on to the next sign. So on September 16th, Sun moves to Virgo, and then Jupiter. This is the most important transit, not only of September but also for the whole year. Jupiter is right now in retrograde motion. It's in Aquarius, but now it's going to move in September, on September 13th. It's going to move back into Capricorn. So it's been hanging out in Capricorn for a very long time before it moved into Aquarius earlier this year. And now, because it's retrograde, it's moving back into Capricorn for a very short time because it's retrograde. So it's going back into its previous sign. So it's going back on September 13th. Saturn is in Capricorn, so Jupiter is going to come meet Saturn again. And so Rahu Ketu, North Node, South Node, they're not moving their positions for a while until next year. So Rahu, North Node, staying firmly in Taurus, and then Ketu, which is Scorpio, it's staying in Scorpio. Ketu, South Node, is staying in Scorpio. Now, did you notice that almost all the planets are in Virgo and Libra? All of them are going to be either coming in or out of them, or they're there now, or they're going into it now. And so the two most important signs that are going to get activated are Virgo and Libra signs. So the rulers of them are Mercury and Venus. So Mercury and Venus are going to play big roles in September for all of us. Don't forget that I make my predictions, they're general predictions, but if you're having the dasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha system based on Vedic astrology of any of these planets or any planets, then those are the ones that give you the major events in your life, and these are general predictions. So the general predictions kind of impact you, but on a more day-to-day basis, but you really have to pay more attention. Also pay attention to the dasha that you're under. So under the Vedic system, we're always having a major dasha, a minor dasha, and then under the influence of five dashas. So you have to know which one you're under, or which planet you're under the influence of. Now, just be aware that my predictions are based on your ascendant or your rising sign. So with the sign that was in your first house. So if you're not sure, which your rising sign or your ascendant is, you can drop me a line in my comments. Tell me your date of birth, place of birth, and your time of birth, and I'll let you know what your ascendant or your rising sign is. Now, there's a lot of people that are very shy, so they email me that information, and you can see my email is on the screen right now. So you can email me that information, and I'll just respond back to you and tell you what your ascendant sign is, so you can always listen to the right predictions going forward. It's not your sun sign that you read in your magazines. That's your sun sign. That's where your sun was placed when you were born. So my predictions are now based on that. That's a little inaccurate sometimes, based on Vedic astrology. That's not an accurate prediction. So based on your ascendant sign, if you don't know what it is, you can email me. Very simple. I never charge for something like that. It's just so simple. So I just let you know right away. And or you can just put it in the comments, and I'll respond that way as well. Couple of more dates, important things for September. So the full moon is on September 6th, and the new moon is on September 20th. Now, there's a couple of more very important days in September, and the first one is on September 9th, and that's Ganesh Chaturthi. And so a lot of Indians, Hindus, celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. Now, what is that? So Ganesh means Lord Ganesha, and Chaturthi means the fourth day from either the new moon or the full moon. And so Ganesh Chaturthi marks the birth of Lord Ganesha, and Lord Ganesha is the son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, and so he represents the destruction of all obstacles and success in new endeavors or anything new that you want to start. So in Hindus believe that every time they start something new, or even when they start a prayer, any kind of prayer, they first pray to Lord Ganesha, because he signifies newness or the beginning of new things, and everything that if you start first, pray to Lord Ganesha. He was given the boon that every time somebody starts something or somebody does a prayer, you will first pray to Lord Ganesha. So here's a little tip: if you want to start something new, or you are thinking of doing something new, Ganesh Chaturthi is a very good day to start that. So it could be anything. It could be a new project. It could be, starting anything new. It could be new work, new job, new project, something spiritual, a new workout regimen, anything new. So you can start by asking for his blessings, and then you move forward, and supposedly he gives you the blessing that you get success in all your new projects and new starts and new endeavors. So praying to Lord Ganesha, and September 9th is a great day to do that. The other very important, very significant period that's going to start in September for the Hindus that believe in it is a period of Shrad. Now, the period of Shrad starts on September 20th. September 20th, and it goes all the way to October 6th. Now, what is Shrad, or the period of Shrad, that for people that may not know or are curious? Shrad, the word Shrad is derived from the word Shraddha, and what that means is faith and sincerity. Now, what is this faith and sincerity dedicated to? This is for the period where Hindus pray to their forefathers, or for the departed forefathers, or people that have deceased and left this world already in their lineage. So anybody, it could be a parent, it could be grandparents, or even great grandparents, so people that you didn't even know, but they belong to your forefathers. So they pray for the departed souls with faith and sincerity that they move on to the next world, and wherever they may be, that they are at peace with wherever they may be. So obviously a lot of faiths believe in different things as to where the departed soul goes, and that's fine, but I think the prayer is for that wherever that soul may be, it's in peace with itself and it's in a happy place. So I think that's the significance of Shrad. Now, for people that are very interested in performing this prayer for the departed souls, they can do it. Now, why is this 15 days? Because the 15-day period or 14 days period is basically for, if you knew what day of the moon your departed soul or deceased person died, that's the day you would do the prayer on. But if you're going to do the prayer for several people, obviously a lot of people won't do the prayer every single day, so it's a good idea to do the prayer on the last day of the Shrad, which would be October 6th. So if you're going to do the prayer for a lot of people that have left in your forefathers, or other people, then you can do it on October 6th. But really, you can do it whenever you feel like it. I think this is more ritualistic, but I think if whatever you do with your heart and soul into it, it's always good. So I'm just telling you the rules of the Shrad, but I think the rules are in our own hearts, and whatever you do with sincerity and faith is good for you, and it's good for the universe, and it's good for the souls that have departed. What do you do on Shrad, or how do you perform the Shrad? Is obviously you say the prayer, and you ask the divine for making sure that the departed souls have found peace. But the better way, and the additional way that you have to do it, is you have to feed the needy, because feeding a living soul that's needy, just kind of blesses you with good karma. And so I think that's a very good way to do it. Also in India, they do feed people during the Shrad time. So how do you do that? I live in the US, and so it's kind of hard to find people to feed like it is. It's kind of easier to do that in India, right? So one of the ways I've found, and I've been doing this for several years, is to buy packaged goods, pre-packaged goods, which are not perishable. So I make food packets out of these. So they could be packaged goods, and you could buy 5 or 6 different packaged goods and make food packets out of them. And then we have a lot of laborers, day laborers that stand outside like a Home Depot or other stores looking for day work. And a lot of them, they go home every day and they haven't found day work, and so they're living day to day, and they're literally they don't have food sometimes to eat on that day if they haven't found work. So normally I go during the Shrad time, and I actually do it frequently, so this is a good tip if people want to do that. But I normally go make these food packets, and with a bottle of water. Make sure you always donate water. It's the best thing you can do. So a bottle of water, perishable, non-perishable food, packaged food, so it's never open food. And you go in front of a Home Depot or wherever these day laborers are in your city, and you hand out these food packets to these people. These people have been standing there since morning looking for work. And can you imagine getting a food packet from somebody? Do it frequently. You don't have to wait for Shrad to do it, but you can do it frequently. But like I said, we do it on Shrad, and we also do it during the year, several times during the year. So this is the best way to do Shrad. So I strongly suggest that people do something like that. Appease the souls of the departed, and it's awesomely good karma for you yourself. You have to remember that we owe our life and our existence to our forefathers, and so this is the karmic debt that we pay off when we feed somebody else. So we're paying off our karmic debt to them for bringing us into this life, giving life to us. And so we have karmic debt towards our forefathers, whoever they may be. And so this is the way we pay off our karmic obligations and karmic debt. So make sure you do some Shrad work, and good luck on that. Before I move on with predictions, let me just remind you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, give me a like. And also, there's lots of people that sometimes email me or text me about the comments about my video. If you could just put it in the comment section so everybody can see how accurate my predictions have been, that would be a big help. So thank you very much for being such a great audience. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Libra, your ascendant Lord Venus is in your first house. Doesn't get any better than that. It's going to give you a lot of charm, magnetism, and this is the month that you're going to shine from a romantic sort of way and also a good look sort of way. Make sure you're always looking nice. Make sure when you go out you have something nice on, and you're well dressed, and a little bit of perfume always activates planet Venus. So this is your month to shine. Even when you're going to work, make sure you're nice looking, well dressed. It's actually a great time for your career. So if in the past you were struggling and people were not noticing you, well, this is the month that you'll certainly get noticed. This is also very good for your married life. Now, your spouse might be very attracted to you if you watch your speech, because don't forget, there's Mercury and there's Mars giving you a little fiery speech. So as long as you respect women, as long as you respect your wife, if you're a male, and you respect her, and you do something nice for her, you won't even believe how well this month will turn out to be for you. Because the 4th house is also being activated and the 12th house is being activated, there could be purchases of expensive items or items related to the home. It could be even a car or something related to the house. So it might be an expensive month. So make sure you watch your expenses if you don't want to spend that. It's also a great month for your children. So have fun, enjoy the month. It's a good month for you. Scorpio, you have 3 planets in your 11th house, including your own ascendant Lord Mars in your 11th house. Is this the month that you're going to get all your wishes fulfillment, and you're going to have gains like you wouldn't believe it? This is one of the best months of the year up to now. So you're going to have a lot of gains, a lot of wish fulfillment, and it's going to be great for your career. You're going to get recognition in your job, in your career. You're going to be recognized for something, maybe, or even gain promotion or something really good in your career, because your 11th and 10th house are just so accentuated with so many good planets. The only thing that I caution you against is fiery speech, impatient speech, and telling people off. And so if you do that, you could ruin what you have coming to you. So make sure that your speech is always diplomatic, always cordial, always polite, especially with coworkers. Otherwise, you're going to ruin something that may be coming to you, or you may actually spoil the the fun, the pleasure that you are going to get from all these gains. The other thing I caution you against is communication with children. It's going to be the same problem. You're not going to agree with your children. You may have some conflict and you're going to get upset. So make sure you stay good with all of that. The other thing is that this is going to be a hardworking month where work is going to make you, they're going to put a lot of responsibility and pressure on you to do a lot of work, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it because your ascendant lord is in a good position, although it is combust, it's next to sun. But you're going to be able to put that hard work in, and for the future as well as this month, you're going to have good gains from that as well. So it's a hardworking month, but it's a great month for career and success, and also expenses. So before I forget to tell you, it's an expensive month. So you may spend a lot of whatever you earn, you may spend a lot of it, or some of it at least, on expensive items, on buying things that are expensive for yourself. So a lot of items that could be related to luxuries. I think I see some spending on that. So if you don't want to spend it, make sure you watch that spending and watch your communication. Otherwise, it's a great month for career success and income and desire fulfillment success. But watch your communication a lot, and also watch your spending if you want to try and save and not spend the money. Sagittarius, two very important houses are getting activated this month. There's a lot of planets in your 10th house. The 10th house signifies career. So you might see a lot of activity in your career, the good kind of activity. The 9th house is also getting activated. The 9th house signifies luck. So it might be a very lucky month for you, and you might see actually good activity, growth in your career. It's stuff that you were waiting for a long time. You might see that you get it in this month. Now, what is the trick? The trick is activating your 9th house, and the 9th house signifies guru, the divine, your father. So as long as you can stay true to your father, don't disrespect him, just stay close to him, tell him you love him, it activates your luck factor. You don't activate the negative part of the 9th house. Also, if you are a believer in spirituality, it's a good time to practice spirituality and activate the benefic parts of the 9th house. So staying true to the guru, staying close to the divine. If you're the kind of person that prays regularly to whoever you pray to, that might be a very good month to do that as well. Keep that practice going. If you don't and you're thinking about it, it might be a good month to start that as well. So activating the 9th house is a good idea this time. The 2nd house is also getting activated a lot. So the 2nd house means it's good for income. It's good for increasing your income, and it's good for and because Jupiter is moving to your 2nd house, so it's good for, like I said, increasing income. It's also you might find other sources of making money as well, so it's good for that. So it's probably a month of relief after several months of not feeling so lucky. Capricorn, Jupiter moves back into your 1st house, and all of a sudden things might be a little better, looking positive for you. In the past, you might have you might have had some money issues, or you maybe have been thinking a lot about money and family responsibilities, or responsibilities a lot. And now Jupiter moves back into your 1st house, and all of a sudden you might feel a little more relief and feel a little bit more happier, I should say, a little more happier and relieved from some of the additional work and the burden that you were carrying. And also it looks at your house of children, so your relationship with children might improve. You may spend a lot more time with your children, and also have happiness from children. Your children might do well also. And then also looking at your house, the 9th house, which is your house of luck. Actually, this is a good transit, back for you because of Jupiter. So the house of luck is now also activated. So the best way to activate the house of the 9th house of luck is to stay true to your guru, stay true to your religion, stay spiritual, and ask the divine for help. And then this is when the divine actually answers your prayers and gives you the help that you were looking for. And there's a whole cluster of planets that are sitting in your 9th house, so which is also going to activate the luck that you were asking for. So the luck could relate to money. It could be money luck, it could be career luck, and it also could be relationship luck. So it's actually activating a lot of different kinds of luck in September. So it's a good month for you, actually, Capricorn. And also in your 10th house you have Venus sitting there, so it's a good time for your career, actually. If you were looking for something, if you were looking for a job or something, this might be the month that you actually get it. Also, because Venus looks at your 4th house, I think that it might be a romantic month for you, because your relationship with your spouse will improve. Also, if you are looking for something in your career, you may benefit from women in general, because Venus is in your 10th house. It's sitting in its own house, so you may actually see the benefit that you were looking for in terms of either money or career from women. Also, it looks at your house of mother, so your mother's health, if she was suffering, your mother's health will improve now. Also, stay close to her, tell her you love her. This is a good time for her, and your relationship with her is also going to be a really good time for that as well, because Venus is looking straight at the house of your mother. So this is a good month for you. There's good things promised for Capricorn. Stay very positive. That's the key, because the 9th house demands that you stay positive. So stay very positive, stay very divine, stay very spiritual, and you'll see how September brings you the luck that you were waiting for a long time. Aquarius. Aquarius, there's 3 parts of your birth chart that are getting very activated right now. One's Jupiter's moving back into your 12th house. So the 12th house definitely signifies expenses. Even though they may be, Jupiter being there, it may be expenses on good things, but definitely the expenses are going to go up again. The other thing is your health. So your health, you need to take very good care of your health again. I know Aquarians have had this for the long time. Their health improves and then something happens again. So the health. And then the 8th house also has 3 planets in it. So the 8th house signifies sudden events. The sudden events could be related to your health, it could be related to relationships, or it could be related to money gains. So I'm not saying sudden events are bad. It could just be something that you didn't think of will happen. It could be good things also. So you don't have to get scared and think something's bad is going to happen. Sudden events just could be related to, you get a money gain, or you have something, a new relationship starts or something like that. So sudden events is definitely getting activated. The one thing you have to watch out for is your anger. So the anger, Aquarians have had this issue with marital happiness or domestic happiness, because Rahu has been in their 4th house for a long time, and now Jupiter is going to start looking at it again. So Aquarians need to keep control of their temper and their ego, and people at home. And so make sure that their speech at all times, and their communication, I should say, at all times is polite and cordial with everybody, and not lose their temper at everybody. So that's definitely still it might get a little worse again in September. So you have to make cautious of that. Also, your 9th house is getting activated because of Venus moving there. So your good luck factor definitely is going to get activated. Stay true to your dharma, your spirituality, your God, your guru, whoever it is that you believe in. And so stay true to them all September, all month. And so make sure your good luck factor stays active. Pisces, you may have noticed in the last several months that you've been spending a lot of money, even though the money that you were spending on was probably good things or fun things. This is now when September comes in and Jupiter changes its house or transits to the different house. You may think that it's time for you to save some money and not spend it as much. So that's going to be one of the things. I think you're going to start saving money and think about not spending it so much. That's one of the things that will happen in September. The other thing is that in the past you may have been just socializing and spending a lot of time in your network and in your friends and family and stuff like that. And now you'll realize that the best way to grow, or the best way to success or career success or future success, is to work hard. And so my suggestion to the Pisces people, or the guidance that I can give you, is, because your 3rd house is being activated, is to make sure that you do a lot of hard work, dedication, and self-effort. This is going to be the key to future success, and also the success in September. So make sure that you stay very, very dedicated, very hardworking, and make sure that you keep your self-effort involved in whatever it is that you want to be successful at, whether it's your career or it's your business or anything else that you do. That your third house demands that you work hard in order for you to get success. At this time, there may be some issues with marital relationships as well. So you may be not agreeing on certain things. So don't worry about it. Just make sure you keep that temper in check, because Mars is combust right now. So I'm telling a lot of my ascendants to stay calm, composed, and diplomatic, and not get into it with each other or with other people, because communication is challenged for a lot of us, because combust Mars and Mercury are together, and so it's going to make all of us a little bit fiery in our speech. So watch that and make sure that you stay true to your partner. Don't get into disagreements with them. And again, just realize that if you want to fulfill your dreams, it's going to be through hard work and dedication and self-effort. It's a good month to work towards your dream, because September will give you the energy to work towards that dream also.